sports. The green flag's up and away we go, and Lucas Oil's Outer Limits. Bitter disappointment for them in the race yesterday, and they start to make the lead. And Shelley Jury alongside me once again, former British powerboat champion. I don't want to be anywhere near those boats today.
This is horrible. This is absolutely foul conditions. They've got a horrible beam sea, big old holes to fall in. We're going to see these boats disappearing in this sea.
King of Shaves and Lucas Oil's Outer Limits very close together, and Sea Rex on the far side has gone through to take the lead of this race. So we have unusual things happening already, and that's the view from the back of King of Shaves. The Super Sport class get their green flag, and away they go. Bootsy Bullet 3 takes some big air on the far side. Extreme Boats just in the centre. Sunlick Beer, we're on board now with Martin Lai and Andreas Hakiopoulos. And Extreme Boat and Sunlick Beer side by side. Roscioli Hotels closest to the front of your television. VoomVoom.com inside, and that's extremeboat.com.
Do you know, no one's actually sort of committing here, Chris. They're all sort of, no one's pulling away. I think these conditions are so horrible. They're actually all just trying to get across it safely. Extreme Boat are getting a slight lead there, but not as much as they usually do.
No, not at all. Roscioli Hotels Roma, vital again for them to score points this weekend. And everybody, I guess, just feeling the conditions and seeing what they're doing before they start to make their move. And Bootsy Bullet on the far side there, really high out of the water as we go on board with Jan Fakalski and Drew Langton. Very close together as well. I thought there would be a lot more space today.
Yeah, I mean, the conditions are horrible, but I mean, they've got some nice distance between them on the width, but it is horrible out there. They are going to really have to pick their way closely through this. Look at this. The boats are just disappearing in between the waves in the holes.
And Sea Rex are going very well indeed. Oh, that is a fountain-built boat, that 76 boat, and so too is this, the King of Shane's Fountain Worldwide. And oh no, look at this. This is an absolutely incredible stuff as they just disappear into a hole between the waves.
This is extreme racing here for the crew and just the engines just to hold on to all of this, and the boats to stay in one piece. This is brilliant racing from Sea Rex. Look at them just pulling away. They're obviously loving these horrible conditions.
And Siegfried Grieve and Kurt Prufert inside that Sea Rex boat. And they made their first race in Germany, had problems at Cowes, and very young in their racing experience. VoomVoom.com and Extreme Boat very close together, and I thought from my eye that I saw some damage to the underside of Extreme Boat there.
Yep, I definitely think they've got some hull damage going on there, which I would imagine is going to cause them some problems later. I just hope they can finish the race. But VoomVoom.com going absolutely brilliantly on the outside there.
On board
oh, look at the way Martin Lai nearly falls into his seat there. It is disgusting out there.
The battle for the Super Sport class continues. Extremeboat.com looking to be making up some ground over the VoomVoom.com, the Hustler boat, and just getting ahead, but it's just swings and roundabouts in these conditions, Shelley.
Jackie and Mike looking so calm here, but trust me, they're not. It's very tough racing.
This is the Evolution class, and this is Sea Rex, who are being caught by Lucas Oil's Outer Limits. There they are, and this is for the lead of the Evolution class, but Sea Rex doing a great job, and Lucas Oil's just skipping across the tops of those waves. Whoa.
Once again, those 5 steps. Look at this on board with them. What a brilliant shot, and how close they're going to these marks in these bad conditions.
And look at Supersport, VoomVoom.com right out of the water there, and then the others doing the same as they come through. Bootsy Bullet with its nose right up. Extremeboat.com clear out of the water, and Roscioli Hotel's got the better run through there and just picks up a bit of ground.
You know, even the best drivers and throttlemen in the world cannot judge these waters. It's the actual wave pattern that can actually slow you down, because you can just get stuck into a hole and the boat next to you can't, and he will just get that speed on you. Very, very difficult racing, but it's so great to see how close they are all together, and we're like halfway through the race. It's like a start. 3
abreast in the battle for second place in the Super Sport class, and VoomVoom.com just ahead of these, but it's Bootsy Bullet and Extremeboat.com almost in line for a moment, but now Extreme Boat starts to make up some water and is starting to catch the 07 boat, and they've come through, and that line has just worked beautifully for them.
That is amazing. From 4th to 1st place. She's obviously got that boat running beautifully well. Mike set it up brilliantly. But look at the grimace on their faces there, Mike. You can really feel the pounding.
Oh, huge, huge air for extremeboat.com. That was incredible. And this is from the onboard side of things.
Oh.
And you hear Jackie scream, but all fair. Bootsy Bullet just a fraction ahead of Extreme Boat, who were in 3rd in Supersport, and then VoomVoom.com just leading. But it's just anybody's race as Extreme makes up ground now.
They seem to be literally changing positions in Supersport. It just seems one gets settled and then they get ruffled by the conditions, the next one gets settled. I mean, look now, Bootsy Bullet just pulling away again. And
a 3-way tie for the lead of Supersport, which is, in these conditions, I just found absolutely astounding. And everybody's just hanging on, doing the best they can. We're on board with Bootsy Bullet. You can see how they're being thrown around, and Lucas Oil's outer limits, whereas C-Rex are just still... There's nothing in it, and I can't get over how close they are today.
No, and Fountain Worldwide King of Shaves, where are they today? Obviously picking their way safely through, but these guys in the front are really putting on a good battle.
And Lucas Oil's outer limits, part of some of this course today as they come along the beach and through the start-finish line.
You can actually see that beam sea rolling in onto them, which is very difficult.
Supersport class, VoomVoom.com leading, but again Bootsy Bullet 3 and Extreme Boat are there. It's still anybody's race in Supersport, and tightness of the lines as they go round the buoy, and 3 different lines. The Bootsy were very tight, VoomVoom and Extreme Boat went very wide. Not sure what was happening there, but again, did they lose their vision?
I'm not sure. I think basically it's so hard to drive, and Extreme Boat have actually even had to take a...
Again, the battle for the lead in Supersport, and these two have made up the ground, and it's just neck and neck as they go through the start-finish line.
And this is the last lap, so the pressure is really on now. They are going to have to push these boats to the absolute limit. And of course you can see Jackie and Mike have definitely got hull damage there.
V and Charles at the other side. It is between these two in Supersport. And OSG, great to see them out on the water today. A lot of work went on that boat overnight to repair the damage to the underside of the hull, but they have done, and successfully competing again today. But the one that's the most successful at the moment in the Evolution class is, of course, Lucas Oil's outer limits. And in Supersport, it's the extremeboat.com in second, but it's VoomVoom.com who are out in front at the moment. Are they going to keep this to the end? This would be a fantastic result for them as they take some incredible air, and they've missed a buoy.
Now again, that was a massive air. They hooked, they probably lost sight of the buoy as they came down, were probably very shaken as they landed there. They've had to do a 360 and go round the buoy again, which is obviously going to put extremeboat.com nicely in the lead. They've
got one more turn to negotiate before they get onto that final start finish, and now VoomVoom.com have taken the buoy that they missed. Just an unfortunate but race-changing moments for VoomVoom.com. What a disappointment. We don't know if they would have kept that lead to win the race, but we know who's going to win it now, and extremeboat.com is going to make 4 wins in a row. What a fantastic end to the Supersport race, with the Supersport class again finishing before the Evolutions.
Absolutely brilliant for these guys. You saw Jackie punch her fist in the air there. Here with Lucas Oil's outer limits are going to take a win. What a fantastic performance.
King of Shaves won yesterday when outer limits hit problems, and it's the other way round today. And C-Rex coming through a little further back now. They've lost a bit of ground, but Lucas Oil's outer limits have done it. Survival of the fittest. Oh, it has definitely been that today. So Lucas Oil's outer limits win, but what a great result for C-Rex and also for Sif, finishing in 3rd place. And Supersport, the flag gets thrown out to the extremeboat.com crew, and they will just be so pleased to finish, let alone take that victory. But that is what they have done once again. Mike Shelton and Jackie Hunt simply relieved and delighted. And there is the confirmation with VoomVoom.com.